just a few seconds to go as far as market open is concerned. I mean, apart from all the earnings, because Friday was such a large day for single stock moves, so many 10% plus moves, I think we'll have to keep an eye out on some of those city gas companies, names like Manappuram, Zomato, etc. as well. 0.5% higher in the first trades which are coming up, so 24,965, a bit more climb here. Nifty Bank is starting about 0.45% up, 52,360. The Sensex is starting about 0.5% up. Midcap index has got 0.5% as well. So it's overwhelmingly green. About 38, 39 stocks perhaps in the green, with a few in the red as well. It's about 10, 12 names in the red as well. But holding steady, 0.5% actually, maybe building up a little bit more in the initial first minute of the open. So 100 plus points on the Nifty after the 100 that we saw on Friday as well. Surabhi.
It's a big fight between the Bulls and the Bears, a classic one really. You've got Tata Mahindra and HDFC Bank on the upside. So HDFC Bank is the big one that's trying to be a counterweight for the Nifty. Gain of about 2.5%. And Tech Mahindra's numbers, you really can't find fault. Margins rising by over 100 basis points. So it's actually taking some of the other IT stocks up with it as well. Wipro, for instance, is on the higher side. There's Tata Steel, Hindalco, two metal names that are doing well. There's Titan with gold doing what it is, and it seems that the festive sales are not all that bad. 0.5% up on that stock. Reliance is making sure that we don't see a wider fall. And Infosys is trying to claw back from the blows that it received on Friday. So some of these heavyweights on the upside. But now the downside. Look at the reaction on Tata Consumer. Consumer is really turning out to be a disappointment. I mean, there was Nestle and there's Tata Consumer. We've heard the commentary from DMart, etc. It's 5.5% lower on Tata Consumer. And then there's Kotak Mahindra Bank, which is down 3%. Asset quality is stressed, rise in slippages, margins down 10 bips. Market doesn't like any of that. So 3% lower on that stock as well.
Tata Group companies as well. Look at Tejas Networks. I mean, Tejas Networks, we don't talk about it as 20%. A top volume-led gainer on the NSE.
Yeah,
20%.
Absolutely. And then, overall Nifty is holding on to that gain of 100 points, but really it's about individual stocks. My God, look at the reactions. 10% down on RBL Bank, IndiaMart 10%. So markets in not a charitable mood at all wherever there's a miss.
Well, that's right. Bumper numbers actually from Tejas Networks. I'm just looking at it, on a year-on-year basis, on a quarter-on-quarter basis as well. Sales number of around 2,800 crores. Margins have improved drastically. They're doing 500 crores of EBIT. And net profit as well, 275 crores. So I think that's the reason why Tejas Networks is now up close to around 19%. Clearly, the stock of the morning. Tata Chemicals as well is up close to around 5.5%. So good move is what we're seeing out there. UCO Bank is reacting positively. So that stock as well is up close to around 3% as we speak. RBL Bank is taking it on the chin now. That one's down close to around 9% as we speak. So a hard knock is what we are seeing. And Dalmia Bharat, we made this point earlier. The stock was down close to around 4.5% in pre-open. Now it's down close to around 1% odd. The con call will be there later today. So we'll wait for sound bites. But since the street was net short on the stock, and since you're expecting a better second half of the year, there is some kind of recovery. Those sustenance will be very, very important on this one as well. By the way, IndiaMart, the shop is closed, for the time being. It's hit that circuit, so there'll be a temporary freeze on that one. It's down close to around 10%. At 10:30 today, we'll be having the management of IndiaMart. So you stay tuned for that conversation. Let's find out how do they see things panning out. But it's a good start, a 100-point uptake out there.
RBL Bank, 17% down. I mean, that's the extent of the intensity, the selling intensity.
9%.
On this one. Okay, maybe, my screen didn't refresh. So make that 9%, which is a couple of
other gainers. I think Oberoi Realty as well reacting to its numbers. So that one's up close to around 2.5%. So good going on that stock. By the way, the big headline this morning is HDFC Bank has moved past its 20 DMA post its numbers. The street liked the clarity that was given in the con call as well. And that's now the one that the bulls are counting on to take us high. So HDFC Bank is the one that's doing all the heavy lifting. And what it's done is it's breached the 20 DMA, and the Nifty Bank as well has taken out its 20 DMA. So now the Nifty Bank seems to be the one that is driving the markets higher from here on. Sustaining these levels will be crucial. But good to see HDFC Bank returning back to its winning ways. Post that merger, a lot of rough edges. Some of them are getting cleared out.
Okay, well, let's just look at some more names here. Mazgaon Dock is up 6%, if we can have this up. So shipbuilders, by the way, on Friday as well, one of the few, not one of the few, but from the beginning, I mean, they never really were down. So Mazgaon is up another 6% this morning, and Garden Reach is up 5%. So these are large gains coming on, now large companies. NetWeb, we just spoke with the management. NetWeb Technologies is up 9%. So that's at 2,900 plus. So, these are pretty large movers. Tata Investment Corporation is up 5.5%. So actually the two Tata companies, Tata Chemicals is up 5%. Tata Investment Corporation is up about 5% as well at this stage. Amber is up about 4%. Amber at 5,600. JM Financial, I think we mentioned it, 6% higher. So it's seeing a bit of a reaction. Tata Chem has cooled off a little bit, but it's still a solid 4% more, near 4% gain. There is 361, which is up about 2.75%. So it's got volumes, by the way. Pilani Investment is up about 10%. It's coming up with volumes, so just making a quick mention of it. That's it. Market breadth is kind of closing in. It was clean, neat, 2:1 in favor of advances, but it's not so clean now. And we're sort of working our way through some of the opening levels. Manappuram was a sharp loser on Friday. It's down another 2.5% this morning. So just under 150 rupees right now as we speak. Viatec Vabag was a big winner. Through the last 5 days, it's pulling back a little bit, about a 2% odd cut. SW Solar is down about 1.5%. Yeah, lots of names starting out. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw JM Financial.
Yeah.
6% holding on to that gain with the RBI relief coming in.
Absolutely. Well, we have